Hi you guys, so today I'm coming to you guys with this video which are white acrylics, and the first thing I start doing is just gluing the tips because this client wanted tips instead of forms. And I'm using the Kiss glue and I get it from Target. It's only $1.97 or 97 cents, so I get a bunch of them and because they're really good. They glue really well. I always use this glue to glue the tips to the natural nail when I'm going to do acrylics. As you can see, I just apply some glue to the well of the nail and I glue it to the natural nail. You have to make sure the nail is kind of like facing down in a 45-degree angle, I think, and that prevents bubbles in the nail. After that, I just grab the nail tip cutter, and I cut the nails to the desired length. This client wanted them short, so I start cutting all the way down, but not too short. After that, I just make sure all the nails have the same length, and so I double check. After that, I just grab a file, which is I think a 180 or 120 grit file, and I shape them. I didn't really blend them in because these tips are really well, which you don't actually need blending. They are the Natural OPI tips, if I'm not mistaken. There was only one finger that I used the file to blend it in with a natural nail because it was kind of like showing. And as you can see right there is when I start blending in that tip. After that, it's just shaping the nails and taking off the dust. I used my nail cleanser to clean the nails, and it's actually, I make this one myself. It's just 75% alcohol and like the rest of pure acetone. That actually also helps to dehydrate the nail. As I had already dehydrated it and filed it to take the shine off and put my dehydrator, which is the Bondex from OPI. After that, I just applied a primer from OPI Bondex, and I'm using my Tammy Taylor brush, which is an oval brush, and I'm using white acrylic from OPI. And the thing I'm just going to do, since they're really short, I'm just going to apply one ball of acrylic to the stress area, and I take it almost all the way to the cuticle area. You have to remember to leave a little space between the cuticle and the acrylic. It's barely nothing, but it has to be there, because if the acrylic goes all the way to the cuticle area, if it touches part of your skin, it's gonna lift after you finish. Like after a couple of hours of doing the nails, it's gonna start lifting and it's gonna fall really easily. I just apply another little ball that is, I make sure it's more wet than the other ones, so it runs really well. Once again, you have to make sure this finger is facing down, like in a 45-degree angle, to make sure the acrylic runs down instead of up where the cuticle is, to prevent lifting once again. Then I just apply another ball to the tip of the nail to the bottom to make sure it has the thickness that it needs for the strength so it won't break. And I just do that. I don't know why, but the white acrylic always needs more liquid. I don't know if it's just me, but the white acrylic is just not too workable with. You have to add more liquid to your brush to pick up a good ball. Because I don't know, it always happens to me. I don't know if it's only me, but always with white. It doesn't matter if it's nail polish or powder, acrylic, or anything that is white, is just not workable. You have to work with it more. Have to make sure it's more liquidy so it can work good. I don't know if it's just me or it happens to everyone, because when I use the clear acrylic or any other acrylic, you don't really need a lot of liquid, but with this one you need a lot of liquid. As you can see, I skipped the ring finger because she couldn't decide if she wanted white acrylic with a pink flower, or she wanted coral acrylic with the pink flower. So I just skipped that one and did it at last. You will see in the picture what she chose the last. And right here I'm just showing you how I did this nail, which is exactly the same thing. But on this one, instead, when you put the ball in the stress area, instead of taking it almost all the way to the cuticle, you feather it down to the tip of the nail, to the bottom tip of the nail, because it is a wider nail. It's more wide than the pinky, so you need more product. So you apply it to the stress area like if you would to a longer nail, which is a three method ball, which is a ball in the stress area, then in the cuticle, and then at the tip at the end of the nail. And I just make sure it has enough product, not too much, because she didn't really want them too thick. I know there's many people that choose to have them thick and then some that choose to have them thin. Always with the thin nails, you know that it will break quicker than the ones that have more acrylic. But once again, when you have a thick nail, it doesn't actually look really well because it looks like there's just a bump of acrylic, just a bunch of acrylic there. So you have to make sure it has a good amount of acrylic, enough so the nail won't break, but not too much that the acrylic will look ugly and the nail will look ugly. And I keep on doing that to the rest of the nails. As you can see, I put the ball of acrylic in the stress area, and then I take a small ball that is much wetter. It has more liquid, more runny on the cuticle part of the area. Once again, it's not all the way to the cuticle. You cannot touch part of your skin, even on the side walls. If you touch your sidewalls, part of your skin with the acrylic, you will have a nail that will be lifted in a couple of hours after you apply the full set, or the next day one of the nails will be missing. I know this because I've done that on myself, that if you leave acrylic by your skin, the nail will lift. And at the end, I'm going to show you some pictures how the nails ended up. I did some flowers to almost all of the nails except the ring finger. And I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. If you want any other kind of videos, just comment down below and I'll make sure I do them if I can. I will be doing haul videos, 3D, any kind of acrylics, glitter or natural. And thank you guys for watching. I want to thank the subscribers. If you want to subscribe and like this video, go ahead. If you want to see more of my videos and you like them, subscribe. I will be uploading a lot of videos. As you can see, those are the result of the nails. She ended up choosing the coral ring finger, excuse me. And I want to thank you guys for watching.